I'm the partner of Roisin Lynch. There was a whole lot I was going to say, but after listening to Bernadette, she's cut out a whole lot of what I wanted to say. So I'm a wee bit stuck. I'll start by saying I wasn't very politically astute up until 2 years ago, although I've been with Roisin Lynch almost 15 years. He's an ex-political prisoner. He done 16 years and 4 months in jail and nearly 4 years on the blanket. He was arrested almost 2 years ago with quite ambiguous charges. I knew they were ambiguous, but these were pointed out to me on the phone. He was arrested for an attempted tiger kidnap not too far from here in Macrofell. The charges then were dropped down to attempted robbery, and then reduced again to attempted burglary. The two co-accused then got 4 years each, and they'll do half 2 years. Fred was declared unfit to stand trial last January, which is almost a year. He's now almost 600 days in bed. He gets no association with any other prisoners. He hasn't seen outside. The windows are blocked in because he's in the medical part of the hospital. He got a tooth out in bed recently. He goes to the toilet in bed. Everything happens in bed. Fred is now 5 stone 5. And I have absolutely nothing to lose at this meeting tonight. And that's why I feel, although I respect what Bernadette said and try my utmost to respect everybody and their views in this room, I feel I have to say my truth on what's happened with me and Brett in this past 2 years. I've been crying out for help to every organisation that I could possibly think of. My first port of call would have been SDLP and it would have been Alba McGuinness. The reason for that is because the charges were ambiguous. I didn't want to approach Sinn Féin. I didn't know what their stance would be. I was never as politically astute as Brent. When Brent was arrested, I didn't even know until he was in jail what he was arrested for, because although we're going to gather years, he never divulged to me. All I knew was he was a lifer, and it wasn't for stealing a Mars bar. So I worked out myself, you know, there was something really, but we didn't have to go into it, and that's the type of relationship we had. There was a delegation up at the prison this week, which I'm very grateful for. And I hear that there's a lot going on behind the scenes, and I hope and I pray that there is. Not just for Brendan, but for all the prisoners. But I feel it's come too late for Brendan. And I was told today at 4 o'clock they don't give him any more than 10 days. So I'm losing nothing by sitting here tonight. And for anybody who thinks we've moved on, we haven't. People are still being brutalised. I have a friend who had to run to the doctor because of a strip search, who's been so badly sexually violated that she needs surgery. And this has happened day in and day out. It hasn't gone away. It's getting worse. And it's getting worse because it's getting tolerated. And it's getting tolerated because it isn't getting talked about. And it isn't getting talked about because of censorship. And that's where we are today. That's where I am today. That's my truth today. I don't know about anybody else. I can only talk about me and my partner. When I have to walk away from that cell every week, knowing that he's starved to death, he can't talk anymore, he's going blind, he has a feeding tube in. Worse the political groups. I got a rap at my door a week ago. It's my partner to get to 5 stone 5 before people care. 5 stone 5, and I've been begging for the books of 2 years. How can I go out and vote? And who do I vote for? What is there to vote for? You know, and I'm emotional tonight. I'm very emotional, and I don't want to offend people. But you can't ride 2 horses at once. You're either for it or you're not, in my opinion. I will say, if you have a political licence, get to your solicitors. Get a copy of your political licence, go through it with a fine-tooth comb. I am under probation because of my partner's political licence. I've been took into probation 4 times and questioned about my political beliefs. Because if I believe in anything that's talked about here tonight, then I am seen as encouraging my partner in his political beliefs. I feel very sorry for Maureen Price, but she's going to have to go through the exact same process. And if people think that even if she was found not guilty, she still has to go through the commissioners, who are all ex-RUC. They're 96% ex-RUC PSNI, I've looked into it and I've only found 4 Catholics. And these are the people who are determining the future of Republicans coming out of jail. So you have to change your whole ideology, everything you've ever thought, everything you've ever believed. You have to lie in order to get out of jail. You have to say, I have left that behind. I no longer believe in that anymore, because if you do, what have said is the same that was said to us. They accept that Brendan isn't a physical threat to anybody, and how could he be? But he may be able to mastermind a crime. And these organisations that Bernadette was talking about, the EU Torture Committee, and hundreds of other organisations, and Stormont and all the rest, at the end of the day, they can brutalise the political prisoners, they can starve my partner to death, they can do the strip searches because they're answerable to nobody, absolutely nobody. I have found nobody yet. I can find a whole lot of people being responsible, but being made to be responsible is a completely different ball game. I've sent thousands and thousands of emails. The computer's now been encrypted that I can't send anything. You can work out yourself how that happened. And I get no replies back. Brendan doesn't fall for the Justice Minister compassionate. So if that's not compassion, or you can't have compassion for that person, then I don't know what is. Brendan is in jail now because of his political license, because of the Good Friday Agreement. He is serving time for the same offence that he done in 1970, because he has no charges against him whatsoever today, absolutely none. And I hope, if anything comes out of this meeting, is that you talk to one more person, a friend, a neighbour, somebody, and let them know what's going on in this jail. I'm not involved with any political groups, prisoners groups, friends groups, families groups, or any more groups. I am me on my own, and I say what I have to say for myself. I don't like to get involved, and I'm not running anything or anyone down. I support all the prisoners, every single one, whether they're on the protest, off the protest, I don't care. You're a political prisoner and you're in jail and you're not getting it easy. They're getting the beatings, and my partner's starving to death. It's equally as barbaric, and people don't want to know. And it's up to me, and it's up to everyone in this hall to spread the word, because you're not going to get doing it through newspapers, and you're not going to get through radio. You're going to get through to nowhere, because censorship in this country is absolutely ridiculous. I know who I hold accountable for that, but I'll keep that to myself, because I don't want to insult people here tonight. I hope I haven't insulted everybody. Say a prayer that the next 10 days gives me a bit of strength. Thank you.